If you're sending cold DMs and barely getting any replies, this video is going to change that. I've booked 27 calls in the last 12 days and 10 calls in the last 3 days alone. And that's all through cold DMs. Just a simple 3-step system that literally anyone can use to book calls consistently every single day. Let's jump straight into it. Step number 1 is to do it yourself for a week. Before you even think about hiring a setter, you need to find a message that actually works. Most people make the mistake of outsourcing way too early. They hand broken scripts to setters and then they wonder why they get no book calls or why they only book unqualified prospects. For just 1 to 2 weeks, send between 20 to 40 DMs every single day. Test different hooks, different styles, different offers. Track your replies and you'll start noticing patterns. Some of your messages are going to get ignored, some will start conversations, and a few will actually lead to book calls. Those top performers are your foundation. That's the script that you're going to scale with. Step number 2. Hire setters to copy what works. Once you've proven what works, you basically just clone yourself. Hire 2 to 3 appointment setters and give them your exact winning script. Don't get them to create their own. Don't get them to make a variation. Give them your exact script. Their job isn't to get creative, it's to repeat what you already know works. You're going to give them the entire structure. You'll give them the same target audience that you tested, the same platforms, the same message templates, literally everything. And you've got to make sure you set daily KPIs. For example, you set them a minimum of 20 DMs every single day. Once they've been on the team for a few weeks, you then need to set the minimum book calls per week. For example, it could be they have to book a minimum of 4 calls every single week. Once they're following your proven system, you'll see your calls multiply fast. And that's how I went from just a few calls every single week to 3+ calls every single day. Step 3, optimizing and scaling. Now that you've got consistency, it's time to refine and hone in on this system. Look at what your setters are sending daily. Look at what messages get the most replies, which ones actually convert into calls, and cut out everything else. This also applies to the calls that close. It could be that some messages result in paying clients, but others just result in time wasters. Once you've worked this out, you can then start scaling. You can add more setters, you can expand to other platforms, but the first thing you have to focus on is not sending more DMs, it's making sure your DMs actually get replies. My DM KPIs is between 10% to 40% reply rates. That's what I'm initially aiming for. And that is literally it. That's how I consistently book 3+ calls every single day with cold DMs. You just follow these 3 things. Test your own messages for a week until you find what works. Hire setters to replicate your proven systems. Optimize and scale what's already getting you results. So if you want the exact frameworks that I use to get 40% reply rates, book 3 calls every single day, and book calls that are actually qualified and will actually close, then I run a program where I will come inside of your business. I will show you the scripts that will work for your business. I will do this all on a risk-free basis. If in 90 days you haven't closed at least 5 clients through cold DMs, you do not pay a single penny, right? And this doesn't apply for everyone. Some people's businesses will work with cold DMs and some people's won't. And what I do is I actually do a free consultation. Cool. There's a link down below in the description for a call where we will jump on and assess whether your business will work with cold DMs. If it does, amazing. I will show you how to do it on a risk-free basis over 90 days. If it doesn't, then I can point you in the right direction. If you want to do that, as I said, click the link in the description. There's a Calendly link. You can book a call. We can have a chat and see if you'll be a fit. I'll see you in the next one.